Hello everybody out here on YouTube. It is I here with Beautiful Beauty. Good morning, guys. Okay, so I have Kermit the Frog stuck in my throat, but forgive me because today this is going to be the only time I'm going to have to make a video, or the only time I'm going to have to talk or speak with you guys. Now, keep in mind, before I ever even start this video, I'm just going to say something wonderfully fantastic woke me up super early this morning. But with that having been said, it is fantastic news. It is awesome. It is something great. It is something wonderful. And I can't even tell you guys what it is, but it is magnificent. It is immaculate. It is something miraculously wonderful. I love it, and I'm thankful that it happened. Didn't get much sleep. It woke me up. So, but with that having been said, joy. I'm almost tears of joy. Okay, but anyhow, moving on to what I want to talk about. Now, this is not so joyous. I will say this. Now, okay, it's been a hot minute since I've done my my IPL at-home laser hair reduction. I never call it removal. No. The only form of permanent hair removal is electrolysis, which you guys know, that's one of my 3 professional level jobs. I'm a certified electrologist, okay? And that's the only permanent method of hair removal. Now, with that having been said, you guys know for years and years and years, I dabbled with these at-home lasers, these IPLs, these HPLs. I have dabbled with them for, I don't know, 10 years probably, a long time. Now, before I started dabbling with these at-home lasers, I will say this. I had a lot of professional salon, I'm talking at the dermatologist office, that type of stuff, hair reduction with lasers. So I've had the Ruby laser, the Yaga laser, I've had all kinds of lasers, the Cool Glide, whatever, it didn't work, okay? Now, while that was a hot minute ago, but none of that worked, and it really didn't even reduce the hair. So I started buying and trying these HPL and IPL at-home laser reduction hair devices, and I'll tell you what, this has been my favorite. This is the cream of the crop. It served me well. It lasted for years. The other night, I pulled it out of its storage box. I keep it in this really clean, immaculate, brand new Rubbermaid storage box, and I keep it in my closet. I also keep the unit itself in its travel case. So I unzip it from its travel case, and there's a bunch of gadgets there. Those are just the sockets that, when you travel, say if you travel outside of the United States, you will be able to use this, because those are the non-United States wall AC adapters, okay? You know what I'm talking about? Hotel rooms, plug it in, it'll work, okay, whatever. But anyhow, went to turn this on, and to my disappointment, you guys, it has no life left in it. It will not work. It's dead as a nail. It comes on, and it makes the noise like a hair dryer. You know how it cools itself down, and it has that reminiscent hair dryer sound? Now, it will do that, but it will not let out any flashes or any intense pulse flashes at all. So no IPL action, no flashing, no laser, no lights, no 4th of July, no nothing. So let me fire it up real quick so you guys can see. Obviously, this is the on and off button. You've seen me do many reviews on this before. I loved it. Oh, I loved it. So, okay, you hear it? You hear it come on like a hairdryer, and then it cuts off. Okay, so try it again. Okay, well, now it sounds like a hairdryer, okay? Now, I start pushing on the intensity buttons and all that, okay? Now, by now, it should have been warmed up to work. Let's give it a go. Nothing. You guys see? You see? Nothing. Okay. Making good contact, clean contact with the skin? Nothing. Okay. Upside down? Nothing. Sideways? Nothing. Nothing. And I'm pulling the trigger on it. You guys see? Nothing. No flash. No intense pulse light. No lasers. No 4th of July, no fireworks, nada, nothing, 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 nothing. Okay. Okay, so, and then this is what it looks like on the top. It's not really telling me it's malfunctioning. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and just unplug it to turn it off. Okay, there you go. Now, what I'm going to do next is, you see this, you guys? I have several replacement cartridge heads because I always planned ahead and always spent the extra money and bought like a gazillion of these, like, yeah, and now I'm like, all for nothing. So I've got a lot of these that are new. 1, 2, and I've got about 4 more of these that are new, and I had those stored along with the unit into, you know, the travel pouch. So those were in there. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just change the head on it real quick again for the umpteenth time. I'm going to pop this head off and we're going to pop a new one on. We're going to give it a try again. Like I said, it served me well. This was the Flash and Go Freedom, you guys. This was the one that I loved. I'm having a little trouble getting it off here because I got my nails cut real short. Okay, so got it off. There it is. Gonna put a fresh new one on. Okay, I'll pop this on, okay? Gotta kind of give a little pressure there. Okay, snap it on, pop it on, got it on. Gonna get the AC power supply cord here, plug it back in. Gonna give it another go. But yeah, this is the one. This was the granddaddy of them all. This was the Mac Daddy of them all. This was the, I'm so sleepy I can't even make much sense, but let's just say it was my fave. You guys know I loved it. I hate to see it go, but yeah, it's sad. I hate to see it go. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, you hear it start up? It cut off. I'm gonna start it again. Okay, now it stays going. Go ahead and give this a go again. And I was really hoping, you know, like the sake of the video, I'm like, okay, this is gonna work, you guys. It's gonna know I'm making a video. I'm punching buttons. I've got good contact with the skin. I've got a good clean arm here. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. 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 Now, and pull the trigger. Didn't blind you guys. Nope, didn't see no action. Nothing, nothing. I'm pushing, 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 pushing. Okay, well, let's go ahead and unplug that because that's just obnoxious. But what I'm saying is I loved it. It served me for years. I will say this about it. It worked better than any IPL laser I have ever used at home. It worked better than any HPL laser I have used at home. I have bought all brands. I've tried all kinds. I have run the gamut. So if you like to see at-home laser reduction, I never say removal because it's not permanent removal, reduction. And don't let companies lie and say it's permanent removal. It's not permanent removal. It is permanent reduction. It will thin the hair out. It will sparse it out. It will lessen the hair. And you won't have as much hair. Will you be completely hair-free with just using one of these at-home things? Absolutely not. Now, what you can do is you can use these for several months. You could use them for over a period of a year and space your treatments out. You have to be religious about it. You have to be consistent. You have to stick with it. You have to be routined. You have to be scheduled. And after about a year, you're going to achieve very good results, usually. Well, unless it croaks. But like I said, I did get a few good years of life out of it. It served well. I will say the body part, 100% that it worked on the best was definitely the arm hair. It totally worked on the arm hair the best. For me, I guess I was just, my arm hair was the perfect candidate for it, okay? My arm hair, it greatly reduced, and I will say it greatly reduced a lot of leg hair as well. I have very few hairs on my legs left. You know, as a matter of fact, I don't shave my legs anymore because I don't have to technically, because that's a small amount of hair that I have that it's just not even feasible to have to do that. But anyhow, it works great on the arms, worked good on the legs. Now, I will point out other body parts this did not work so great on. And I would never recommend using this particular unit on the face because it was definitely way too powerful. And it would be way too blinding. And also, I'm going to throw this information out here. And I know a lot of these lasers never even mention this in directions on the boxes, on paid sponsorships, on YouTubers. They were given, you know, these lasers for free, freebies. I will say this. Honestly, you really don't see much mention of eye protection. I'm going to 100% ask you guys, no matter what at-home device that you invest in, it could be any brand you want, that's definitely your decision, wear eye protection. If you don't get a pair of IPL laser blocking glasses, if you can't get your hands on those, at the least get very, 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 very blacked out, very, very, very dark sunglasses, okay? And if the sunglasses are not enough to protect the eyes from the flashes, put a hand over your eyes while you're doing it. Whatever body part you're working on, put your hand over the top of your sunglasses. Pretend you're blindfolding yourself. Anything like that, that works. Do not look at the laser. It is damaging to your eyes. Do not get the flash close to your face because, like I said, especially with this unit, I never ever recommended this unit to be used anywhere on the face. No facial hair, no beard, no mustache, no eyebrows, no sideburn, no décolletage, no décolleté. This one was way too powerful to use near your face. It used to pack such a serious punch. I mean, it was so powerful. It works so nicely, okay? And I know I'm all like, I've got all this sinus drainage and yuckiness going on, but it's like, in a way, quite honestly, I am mourning the loss of the Flash and Go Freedom. And I believe this one was made, by Braun. And like I said, I've had it a few years. It served me very well, but I did have a lot of new cartridges here, and I stored my unit in pristine condition. And I had a lot of these extra ones, and I was just ready to go at it, you guys. I was ready to get back in the hair reduction game and start getting a couple of the stray hairs that were left behind. So now I do have another brand of laser. I'm going to go ahead and rely on that, and I'm going to be doing a product review on that one soon. So keep in mind, this relationship was good while it lasted until about 3 or 4 nights ago. Flash and Go Freedom, you decided to part the waters with me. You walked out on me, babe. You decided to give me a divorce. And you know, we're going to just have to go our separate ways. So I guess my darling friend here, I'm going to have to put you in the trash and probably properly dispose of you. See if you are even recyclable or whatever, instead of just pitching it in the garbage. I don't really know how safe that is to let these lasers line up, you know, and pile up in the landfill. So I have to look into recycling or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's about it, you guys. That's my take on it. I hated it, but Flash and Go Freedom, you divorced me. You left me. So, but anyhow, and I have a bunch of these. Now, what I might do is, because these are new, these haven't been used, I might give these to somebody. I might see if I have a friend of mine or a coworker that still has this same unit, because this is a unit that I had reviewed, talked about, touted it about. I loved it, and it was very expensive. I think I paid about, it was between $650 to $750 for it. And that was a few years ago. So I will say, in all honesty, the IPL and HPL at-home laser reduction units have really been upping their game and lowering their prices, because they have vastly in the last few years grown to be very common and very usable, almost like you own one like you have a toothbrush, you know what I'm saying? And the price has dramatically dropped on these units. So, you know, I mean, I feel like, hey, I lost about $750, but I I got half use out of it at least. You know what I mean? And I'm going to see if I have maybe a friend or a coworker that has this same unit. Possibly they're still has some life in their unit and it's still working. And I'm going to see if they want these. So I'm going to like give these away. You know, these laser heads, because these are perfectly new and I hate to, you know, see them go to waste. But yeah, I'm going to look into recycling this, you know, unit here. I'm going to pull the cartridge off. Like I said, this cartridge is new. This was new. This cartridge is new. This cartridge is new. And I got about 3 or 4 more other ones that are new as well. I'm going to see if somebody needs those replacement lamp heads, okay? And I'm going to see about recycling this. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted, and it was a great marriage, and I had such a good time. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And when I was getting ready to get back on my laser hair reduction game about 3 or 4 nights ago, I was so excited. I was upstairs in my beauty room. I know I'm making this video forever and a day long, but just a quick explanation. I was so excited. I was upstairs in my beauty room. I had music cranked up. I was relaxing. I was listening to some tunes. I was singing along, you know, and if you heard me sing, you might run. But anyways, you know, we like to have fun. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I could sing. It doesn't matter if you could sing. It doesn't matter if we all can't sing. We have fun, right? You know what I mean? That's the whole point of it. So I was singing upstairs in my beauty room. I was having fun. It was late at night. I couldn't sleep. I was having a little bit of a insomnia attack, which is not uncommon for me because it happens. And I was so excited. I pulled this out of the box, and like I said, I had it really immaculately stored. And I had it in a closet, which is air conditioned, climate controlled, and a very clean closet, as a matter of fact. And it still has no life in it. I'm like, the nerve of you. And at first, when it wouldn't come on, I thought, oh, okay, well, let me just pop off the head and change the cartridge head on it and get it working again. And then, so help me, my man would not fire up on me. He would not get it going. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, I know I'm making these funny analogies and these jokes. It's early in the morning and my humor is probably below zero, but you were fun, Flash and Go Freedom. Let me know, did you enjoy your Flash and Go Freedom? You guys know how I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Like I said, I spent $650 to $750 on it. Loved it. And I believe every time I bought the replacement heads, these were about $45 a replacement head. But like I said, the units they make now have significantly come down in price. I mean, you could get a really jazzy, really good looking laser for about $200. Now, I don't know if it's going to be as powerful as this one. This one was so darn powerful, it would just give you a blast. And I mean, it hurt a little bit, but it was totally worth it. It worked. I loved it. I hate to see you go. Anyhow, let me know. Do you still have your Flash and Go Freedom? Does yours still work? Does this still turn on? Do you still use it? Did you get results out of yours? Did you stay scheduled and consistent? Did you stay super religious about using it? You know, just let me know. We like to talk hair reduction and hair removal here. And like I said, keep in mind, the only permanent hair removal out here in the world, on the earth, in the universe, among the planets, among the moon and the stars, is electrolysis. So, and that's why, like I said, I've been doing that forever. I started doing that since I was I was a kid, literally, when I started doing that. So I'm a total professional, and I'm certified in my state to do it, which a lot of people are unregulated and uncertified to do it in the states they're located. So if you are looking, my advice to you, if you're looking for electrolysis procedures by an electrologist, you know, find out their background, find out their reviews, find out their education. Did they take classes? Did they go to school? Do they have some type of certification in the state that they're in? Do they follow health and safety guidelines and things like that? Very, 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 very important. Don't just go to somebody that you don't know anything about. Okay? You know what I mean? Okay. That's just my little hair removal tips and talk. I love you guys. Take care. Thank you for watching. And once again, this was another unisex product. This can be used by anybody. Men absolutely love the freedom to be, to have reduction of hair. They love to have their hair reduced, and a lot of men like to remove the hair on their arms. I mean, especially like a lot of my clients, they work out, they do bodybuilding, and they just don't want arm hair. They don't want chest hair, things like that. They don't want neck hair, back hair, all that places on a man that hair grows, shoulder hair, all that type of stuff. And laser hair reduction is a good option for that. So laser hair reduction works for men and women. It works for everybody. So it's another thing that's it's not off limits to men. Definitely not. Definitely not. So I want to include everybody in on that, because people have asked me this over the years. I know I have a ladies channel, a girly channel where it's kind of like a fun party for us girls. But, I have 70% of my audience is male. So I love men. Welcome you men. You guys are awesome because you are handsomely beautiful as well, and I welcome you. So yes, hair reduction, electrolysis, anything like that's great. I get a lot of questions from my men about ingrown hairs, and honestly, electrolysis works best on the ingrown hairs, okay? Laser will help ingrown hairs, but in all honesty, electrolysis does work better for pesky ingrown hairs, and I get that question a lot. So I include men, ladies, guys, girls, gals, all of us. We're included in all these beauty gadgets, you know what I mean? Skincare gadgets. I love you. Take care. Bye, gorgeous. Bye, handsomely.